Howdy, hello, hey, hi, it's me, Brady. Welcome back. Today we are on set. Thanks for coming along with us. Get comfortable, hang your coat up, stay a while. Before we dive in, I want to talk to you about something that's really important to know when on a film set, and that's your chemistry and your communication to have with your gaffer. So today on this shoot, I am the DP. That's why I'm sitting here hanging out on this dolly. But we're in the studio location. The studio always means that there's probably going to be a good deal of lighting going on. So all day long, I am constantly working with my gaffer.
Tens and Laz at Tens and Laz, Instagram, check me out.
What a way to start a YouTube video. So, especially when I started out, I didn't really understand the relationship that you have between your gaffer and the DP. And it's really this tight-knit communication that you guys have to be having. So I wanted to take you along with me just to show the relationship between myself and Tenzin as we're lighting this scene.
So as a freelance DP, one thing that I've learned is that every shoot is a little bit different. It comes with its own creativity, its own challenges, and its own problem solving. And this one, it came with its own dolly, which, if you ask me, is probably the best part of the entire day, going back and forth on this dolly. Anyway, Bad Sun is a fashion company that I actually just learned about on this shoot. Their clothes are super cool, and the concept of this video is kind of just this revolving set of 4 different rooms, which we're shooting separately. We're doing a little bit of blue screen and renders and all kinds of fun sorts of things where art department is building these sets and breaking them down for the next shot, etc. And a lot of the shots we're living on for at least this video are going to be these cherry blossom scenes, because this one just looks really fun and it was really fun to light.
A little bit of context, we're shooting on this camera right here. Can't touch it because it's hot, meaning we can't change the settings or anything. That's an Alexa Mini. We've got a parfocal zoom lens on it. Super cool, super fun.
To quickly touch on the light sources that are in the frame, there's a lot, as you would expect with studio stuff, but there's a few key players that really did a lot here, and that's starting with this 1200D that's over in the corner off of this like checkered muslin that Tenzin had. We use this 2-tone checker just to give a little bit of like earth tone mix into the whole scene that we would normally get off of trees and sky and stuff like that. And then we had one more key light that was a little bit higher, which you see this 600C bouncing off of this white ultra bounce. And we had this cooler, we had it at like 6500 Kelvin. And then a couple other spicy things we added were some hard lights. We had a couple 300Cs with spotlights and barn doors and stuff like that. And then we just used an Amaran T4 tube or something like that just above the blue screen, just lighting up the blue screen to get as much even bright key as we could. Again, I was riding on the dolly all day, so Tenzin set all of this up.
The lighting setup was not done by Brady. Brady hasn't touched a single light today, and I just made it up all on my own.
About time we changed that. My job is done. So we're in between shots right now. Art department is changing things out, setting things up. And from there, once art gives us the clearance to go in, then I'm gonna work with Tenzin on readjusting our lighting, figuring out what I want. It's tricky because we're working with a blue screen right now. So we need to match the light for that for the studio shots. So that's where things get a little bit tricky. You kind of need to use your imagination a little bit, but that's where I'm crushing on Tenzin to make sure that the lighting looks really good. So lighting wise, one thing that I'm looking at right now is that this hard light back there is pinging into the lens. And since we got a blue screen, it's gonna make it probably pretty difficult to key out because it's not actually blue in that part of the frame. So it's a perfect time to talk to my gaffer.
We have an issue.
What's up, Brady Bessette?
So one thing I'm looking at is we've got this hard light coming in, pinging the lens. I don't know if it's something where we just flag the camera or just either.
We'll probably just want to tilt it down or flag it from down.
But I do like what it's starting to do on these rocks actually, a lot. I'm really enjoying that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we go higher and tilt so we're getting like as much of these. I know they're really tight.
They're really far back,
but
so they're kind of getting cut off by the wall.
Yeah, as much as we can add some to it, but then I'm definitely, as I add that in here.
But you're not supposed to see these shadows here, right? Because it's supposed to be just like a...
Ideally, we don't see them.
Well, if I just bring it in closer.
And I might have a barn door in my, like just one of the reflector dish barn doors in my van.
Yeah, that could work.
If you want to flag that.
Yeah, that could work.
A difficult part about blue screens and doing these renders later on is that you need to make sure that everything looks accurate and realistic. So that was the hardest part, was just working with Tenzin to make sure that the lighting looked exactly how it did in their reference image.
Do we have time? Because now we don't have that big skylight to illuminate the key. If it's too dark, do you think we could just like put a tube down there, hidden behind everything? Just
yeah,
to keep
if there's a way to hide it, yeah. Some, what are they?
I think
MC Pros?
Yeah, maybe we could put a couple MC Pros back there just because it's starting to get super gradienty?
Honestly, this is actually spreading quite a bit, and I think I can get it to hit whatever
think so?
foreground. Yeah, I don't think it'll be
We'll
a problem,
see.
but I'll get one on
I
standby.
might ask, yeah, get one on standby. I might ask for one more just to control that. I just want to make you do extra work.
That's my job, baby.
That was just taking a lot of fine tuning and discussing and really just kind of throwing shit at the wall and seeing if it stuck.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And it's convenient to have your gaffer by your side. A lot of the times I'm sitting on the camera or sitting on the monitor and talking with Tenzin, and he's just kind of scrolling through Sidus Link and adjusting the lights live with me. So it's nice because he can just connect them through his iPad and just change the lights real time and show me what each one is doing, so that I can really understand what light needs changes or what light doesn't need changes. And it really makes things efficient on all fronts. You saw it before I saw it, probably. Thank you, sir. You're the best. And it's really important to have a good chemistry with your gaffer. It's kind of like this unwritten language of just understanding what you want lighting-wise, and the gaffer understanding kind of what the DP is going to want, and then the DP trusting that the gaffer is going to provide the look that you want. So there's a lot of kind of back and forth of telling like Tenzin, I want a hard light coming from above, and then like looking at the monitor, making sure that I like it, making sure the director likes it, and then translating that back with any changes to Tenzin. So this one, it might be, I have a feeling I might want it hotter.
You like it more?
Yeah, I want some really hot edges.
Okay.
Because I think that's what sets this apart. It's like very sharp,
Yeah.
hot source. Since we're emulating that sky, can we just bring this to, I don't know, like maybe 6,500 or 7,000?
Yeah.
Just because I want sky look there. And then lastly, what's this 1,200 doing? Right here?
1,200 right now. I think it's at 60% right now.
All right, let's A/B it and see what it's doing. Okay.
That's all.
Yeah, it's just giving ambience. That's kind of what I wanted.
Brought to you by Sidus Link.
Being on shoots like this where you're just collaborative and working with a bunch of people to make a final product is full of problem solving. It's always different. You never know what issues you're going to run into, whether it's with your gaffer, with lighting department, or with the director, or even with camera stuff. It's never really the same. And that's, I think, what makes shoots like this so fun, so entertaining, and makes me keep coming back.
So the goal of this video is to really just bring you on set with us and ease any stresses or confusions or intimidations that you might have as far as that DP and gaffer relationship. It's really, when it flows great, it flows great. It's a great chemistry to have a good relationship with your gaffer and find a gaffer that you can really have a good language with and communicate and get a great product with. So shout out to Tenzin for being so great at what he does. And I'll put his information down below because he's got his own really helpful information. So go give him a shout hello. But I hope you enjoyed coming on set with us for the day. And I'm putting links down below in the description of other videos that are coming from this exact shoot, whether it's lighting breakdowns or other little sneak peek behind the scenes things. So make sure to go check those out and subscribe if you like me, maybe. That's all. Okay, bye guys.